Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to talk about the Bottega Veneta Getaway bag in the small size. Now I just checked, and in my opinion, it's been either discontinued or they've paused the production. It's not for sale on the Bottega website at this moment. However, you can still purchase it on different websites like Net-a-Porter, Mytheresa, perhaps Farfetch. I haven't checked that far, but it's still for sale on multi-brand websites. So still worth a look, and it's also circulating on the pre-loved market. Since it's not a very popular Bottega bag, you could get some great deals on it on the pre-loved market. I, for one, love the bag. I think it is absolutely stunning. A stunner of a bag. I've had this bag now since last summer. I purchased it last summer, and prior to that, I had seen one person wear it 6 months prior, so more than a year ago. I was obsessed. I instantly recognized that it was a Bottega bag because it had the Bottega knot. And then I saw it on this person. It was not someone I knew. It was just a random person, so I didn't walk up to this person. I immediately went on the website, scoured the website, and discovered this was a Bottega Getaway bag. I wanted it so bad. And then I got the opportunity to try it out at the store. It looked hideous on me. Like it was, nah. 6 months passed. I tried it on again in a store, and it was just beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. So here I am with this bag, and let me tell you, I think this is one of the most understated Bottega bags out there because it is such a practical little thing. You've got the Bottega quality, you've got the practicality, and it's basically a Bottega version of the Speedy, or like any type of like bowling bag basically, because the Getaway essentially is meant more for travel or like work, briefcase. If you go on the Bottega website, you will see that the largest Getaway is like a huge travel bag essentially. So rambling on and on and on, I can just keep rambling, but let's get into it. Essentially, I think that this bag could be compared to the Speedy 20. I owned the Speedy 25, which I sold, but it definitely fit less than a Speedy 25. However, the reason I sold my Speedy Bandolier 25 was the fact that I had this bag. So I thought they are so similar for me, and I also never like fully stuffed the Speedy 25, so made sense in my head. What I'm trying to say is that this is a very, very close contender to a Speedy. So if you can get it for like a really good price, maybe a price that comes close to a Speedy price, some food for thought there, because this is a full leather bag. It's a beautiful bag. I have it in the Fondant color, so this is the brown chocolatey chocolate color. Now I've had it for an entire year. It's lambskin, so essentially it's a very fragile skin, if you ask me. I want to show you the bottom of the bag because look how immaculate the bottom is. And rest assured, this bag has been to places, and also sometimes putting it down, it will come into contact with surfaces as well. It's not that it has feet, that it's somehow saved. However, I will show you that the feet are probably the only things where you can see the wear. You can see that the gold has peeled off there, and you can see the buttons. But can you see how smooth that leather is? This is just absolutely crazy how good of a quality the Bottega leather is. I just noticed prior to filming, I have one scuff in one of the corners. You can see it there. But this is nothing that a little bit of a leather conditioner cannot fix. Other than that, the top handles and pretty much like the rest of the bag looks absolutely immaculate. Now I'm going to show you quickly how it looks like inside. It does have a nice rim all across the bag, which makes it have structure, right? It doesn't flop on itself. This is also something I really love about this bag. So I can just place it down, it stays. So you will see that rim all around the bag. It has a leather interior, like I said, and I have to say that it has not been scuffed too badly at all, if anything. Somehow they managed to do the lambskin such that it doesn't scratch. Chanel used to be able to do that as well. I don't know how they do that. I'm not a leather specialist, but I can feel like good and bad. And this one definitely is a good one because I throw a hairbrush in there without a cover. So pretty carefree if you ask me. Now it has one slip pocket at the back, and I'd say it's about the size of a card holder. I have this little thing here. I can put it inside. You can see that it still has a little bit of space. You can definitely put like a thicker card holder in there. Like a pochette clé from Louis Vuitton will definitely fit in there as well. This is basically the place where I usually put stuff like, I don't know, my tampons or something that I don't want to be exposed when I open the bag. I am someone who doesn't use handbag organizers. I throw everything inside. First of all, it's easier to fit stuff, right? And second of all, I don't like to have something in there that restricts me. I just throw everything I need inside and I'm ready to go. But I am appreciative for this little pocket for whenever I have, I don't know, if I have loose cash and I don't have a wallet on me, I can put it in there, or perhaps like a car key. But the magical thing about this bag as well, what makes it so practical, is the fact that it has a double zipper, so you can absolutely choose how the zipper zips, right? But the thing that is magical is the fact that the zippers go all the way here on both sides, so you can literally open the bag like so. But it also has a gusset over here. Can you see that? Yeah, of course you can see that. You've got eyes. That's why you're looking at this video. So if you have stuff inside, small things, lip glosses, coins, whatnot, you don't have to fear that they're going to slip out from here, because this is the height at which things are going to stay inside of the bag. I think it's wonderful. So that also means that practicality-wise, you don't always have to zip the bag closed and zip the bag open and zip the bag closed. 9 times out of 10, my bag is unzipped. So I just carry it top handle or crossbody. I'll get to that a little bit later. And I completely lost my train of thought there. So I use it basically zipped open, and I just go about my day, and then I just grab whatever I need, close it again, and I don't have to worry that anything is going to escape from here. Because it's the worst feeling to have, is to, I don't know, lose your favorite lip gloss or mascara or whatnot, or worse, money, because you have such a little flaw on the bag. I'm quickly going to show you what fits inside, just so you can have a feeling of what fits inside, obviously. Okay, so here's the bag empty, and I'm just going to throw stuff inside. I have my phone, which is the 14 Pro Max. The largest of phones is also going to fit in there, no worries. I have a large sunglass case, threw it right in there. Then I've got my wallet. It's a thicker wallet, thick. Then I've got my car keys. I'm just going to throw them in there. And then I have a lip gloss, a mirror, and a lip stain. So that's all in there. And you can see you still got the whole upper part to put whatever it is that you want to put in there. For reference, I grabbed my small pochette accessoire, and I'm going to put this on top as well. And you could still squeeze like a Kleenex pack or something on top, and the bag is still perfectly going to close. So you can see it fits a lot. I'm gonna put everything back here so that you can see how much stuff actually fits. It's crazy. My phone, of course, and then the tiny little things. There we go. Now, crossbody wise, it has an adjustable crossbody strap. I think it's pretty, well, it's not that generous. I mean, in the sense that the difference between like the lengths is about this much, so it's not that much, but you could always add another hole over here. That was the one thing that I was worried about when I bought this bag, was the fact that you have a D-ring over here and then you have one diagonally on the other side. If there's anything that I hate, it's straps that are diagonal. Great example over here, my Alma BB. They have these diagonal spots to put your strap. Hate it, because the bag is never going to sit nicely on your body. It's going to dangle. The weight is not going to be like it should be. It's just very, very annoying. However, because here the straps have not been attached near the top handle and they're on the side, you don't even notice it. And somehow it makes sense. So hold on, I'm gonna drop you low so that you can see me with the, drop you even more. Okay, this is how it is cross body on me. This is on the highest, on the longest stand basically. But I'm also a giant. I am 6 foot tall. So if you're shorter, it's gonna hit you lower, or you can also make it shorter yourself. But I really like the way it looks. Full disclosure, I do use this bag a lot as a top handle, so I don't use the crossbody that much. I actually wish that this was a shorter strap perhaps, that I can just throw it on my shoulder. Maybe this is what I should do. Oh, hello. I wish it had a shorter strap. Well, maybe you can adjust your strap, you little daft woman. Well, there we go. That is nice. But then that's the only downside, is that I can see that this is not tight enough. So this is going to start wiggling around. Another fun fact is that the strap is entirely removable. You can remove it from this side and also from this side, and you could attach something else. You could attach even a chain and make it a little bit more dressier. I didn't think about that. Look at me trying to cover all the bases. That is actually really, really cool. But now I shortened the strap entirely, so it hits me like right above my hip. But this is a bag that I absolutely adore. This is the reason I have to refrain myself from buying the Andiamo at this moment, because I need to wear the crap out of this bag before I can justify an Andiamo. The only thing that I'm thinking is I want a pop of color. I want Bottega with color, because right now I have neutrals. I have a lot of neutrals. Well, minus my Andiamo clutch, which is in the Barolo, but still it is a very calm, muted color. So I am very much into getting a color, a pop of color for the summer. Even considered the baby pink, even though I'm not a pink person, but hello. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about this bag other than this is a fantastic bag. If you are looking for something that not everybody has, which is never my goal specifically, but sometimes I do manage to do that, and it's never intentional, but it's more just because I suddenly find something that maybe other people didn't find or didn't see, and I couldn't be happier. So yeah, the Bottega Getaway bag, I highly recommend it as an alternative to some other similar sized bags. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any other handbag requests to review, then let me know. As always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.